So this is the iPhone 15 Pro, and it has been out for about a year at this point, and I'm going to give my initial thoughts on it 1 year later. So let's go ahead and get started on the body and the build. Now, this phone is made out of titanium instead of stainless steel like the previous models, and I quite like it. It's much lighter than the 14 Pro, than the stainless steel models, and I think if you would upgrade to like 16 Pro this year, I think you would like it. I would say if you have a 14 Pro or a 13 Pro or even a 12 Pro, don't upgrade yet until the 16s come out, because the 16s will be announced like about a week from now or something like that. September 9th is when they're gonna be announced. But yeah, now let's move on to display. The display has been awesome. Brightness is very high. It gets really good brightness. The display quality is absolutely wonderful. I have had no issues with the display at all whatsoever. ProMotion is here. It's awesome. And the display is just nice. It's just a really good iPhone display. It's basically the same as the 14 Pro, but I don't think they changed the display from the 14 Pro at all whatsoever. I don't think they did. That's what I've heard. But it's identical to the 14 Pro. If you have a 14 Pro, just keep it. Keep it another 2 years or so. I would say that. Now, the performance of this phone is just butter smooth. It is absolutely amazing. If no matter what you're doing, performance stays quick. This phone has no hiccups, no lag, no nothing. I cannot get this phone to lag. Even if you try your best to get this phone to lag, it will not lag on you at all whatsoever. It's just this phone is a beast when it comes to performance and speed and all that. And like, if you want to see speed tests, just let me know. I'll do maybe this versus the 14 Pro, and we'll see how the performance holds up with that aspect. Now on display, it has the Dynamic Island. Dynamic Island came to all the 15 models. It was on the 14 Pro and all the 15 models. Dynamic Island has been fun to use for me. It's not really a gimmick, I wouldn't say. Like, if you want to use a timer, let's say 14 minutes, swipe up, and it'll go to the Dynamic Island. Now, it'll also do this with music and podcasts and just stuff in the background like Uber. And it even does Instagram story. Like, if you're uploading something to your Instagram story and then you swipe home, it'll go to the Dynamic Island until it's done. I recently figured that out like a month or so ago. So that is basically that Dynamic Island is pretty cool. I like it. It's a nice feature that the new iPhones have. So if you have the notch, like a 13 model, you're still fine. You don't need that unless you really want Dynamic Island. And yes, you can upgrade, but it's not a feature that I would say to upgrade for. You know what I'm saying? So like, you'll live with the notch, right? I did. It was fun. Not fun, but the notch was fine. But I think I like Dynamic Island more. I think so. Now, on to the cameras. I'm not going to talk too much about the cameras. You already know these are great cameras. These are awesome. They are fantastic cameras, especially for video. The video is amazing. There's already like millions of videos on iPhone cameras, and there's tons of them on the 15 and 15 Pro and Pro Max cameras. So I'm not going to take too long on cameras. That's all I really want to say. Now, moving on to battery life. Battery life is something that is weird, and I really want to talk about battery life because currently I am at 156 charge cycles, and my maximum capacity is still at 100%, which is good, which is a good thing. But the battery has been just decent. Now, I've heard that it's worse than the standard iPhone 15, which is what I've heard. I don't own a standard 15, but I don't understand why the battery life is better What? It's better on both the standard 15 models. The 15 and the 15 Plus is better battery life. It has better battery life than the 15 Pro and the Pro Max, which I don't understand because you're paying $1,000+ for a Pro iPhone, and you're getting worse battery life. That just, I don't understand. I mean, you'll get through a day on this phone, but it's just, I would prefer to have better battery life. Like it just doesn't. I don't understand why the standard models have better battery life than the Pro models. Like, that just is something that I don't like how, I don't like that. I really don't. Apple needs to really work on that with the 16s. I really hope that the Pros have better battery life than the standard models. And if they don't, then I don't know. It's just, I don't understand. I don't know. Now, the phone call quality is something that is really good with this phone. I've never had a dropped call or anything. It's just worked. It's just you can hear people really good. You can hear them properly. It's not like staticky or laggy or anything bad. Like, it just works, you know, like, you can hear them, and this phone is good. And I forgot to mention that this phone now has USB-C, and USB-C has been good. It has been really good for this phone. I feel like it charges faster than Lightning, even though they say it doesn't. I feel like it does. I just have this feeling that it does. It charges. I feel like it charges faster than my 14 Pro and my 13 Pro. So I don't know. That's just something that I've picked up on. But that's gonna do it for my 1 year later on the iPhone 15 Pro. Do you have a 15 Pro? Do you plan on getting one? I would hope not, because the 16 Pro is coming out in a few days, like about a week now. So yeah, that's gonna wrap it up here. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe if you want. I'm not gonna force you to subscribe, but if you want to subscribe, you can. But I'll see you guys in the next one, and I'll see you later.